My name is Dr. Von Crazy, and welcome back to more Torna, the Golden Country. Last time, we climbed up through Let Bridge towards the Donnog Desert, and Minoth reminded us that we need to grab some, anti-mushroom salve before we head off to avoid desert fever. And before we collect everything we need to do that, I want to do some quests. First off, I've completed Crogane's quest. He wanted us to perform 5 level 2 driver combos. Excellent work. I can tell you performed those 5 driver combos I asked for. I'll report the good news to Roly Poly, my driver. I have to hand it to you. You passed the preliminary test with flying colors. Oh, I didn't tell you? This is a 2-step process. The real test starts now. Considering your skills, I'd say you're ready to move straight on to the next step. I'll be right here, so come and talk to me when you're ready, and we'll continue. Good luck to you all. And that'll complete Blade coaching.
Give me a shout next time something happens.
It gives us 2 Blade combo boost gems, which are good ones, but I've already got a few equipped. I knew you'd be back. Can't resist a challenge, right? Like I said, I need to make sure my driver has capable allies to escort him on this dangerous mission. So I'll have you do something a little trickier than last time. Here's what I want you to do. Basically, it's the same drill as before, but now I need you to do 5 of your finest 3-stage blade combos. Like I said before, a blade combo is a string of specials, and the 3rd stage is not that different from the 2nd. For the 3 stages, you'll need to use a special that's at least level 1, 2, and 3 respectively. That's the basic principle. And since you've cleared my first trial, let me tell you about critical roots while you're here. A critical root is what we call a special blade combo that follows a particular sequence. The one I know is Fire, Fire, Light. Do that one and you'll deal much more damage than with just a normal combo. But there are plenty of other critical roots to discover. I'm hoping you'll take this chance to experiment a little. Don't worry though. Critical roots aren't really part of today's test, so I won't grade you on that. Basically, I don't mind what blade combos you pull off as long as you can reach the 3rd stage. As before, you can pick the place, time, and target. My ether abilities let me track your movement, so there's no trouble in that regard. Looking forward to the results. And we get the quest Further Blade Coaching.
I'd like you to trust us with this.
Now let's head back to Torna. That's not the only quest I want to complete before I continue the story. I want to talk to Mungo. I'm glad to see you all. I'm but a humble retainer of Prince Adams, and charged with providing medical care to the great army that resides in our beautiful province of Aletta. As you can imagine, I don't have enough staff for the job, nor indeed do I have enough stuff either. In particular, I'm running dangerously low on penicillin. It's a substance which can be gathered at the Tirkin Cliff Colony. I just tried to send some strong-looking militia soldiers to fetch it. Alas, those Urians are so reckless and there's no talking to them. You are aware of how their fighting style involves self-inflicted cuts? Well, because of that in the end, I wound up using more penicillin than those fools could bring back. It was a complete disaster, let me tell you. And so, to make a long story short, I'd be most grateful if you could find the time to help me out of this bind. And we get the quest, The Malcontent Doctor.
We shall handle it.
Penicillin is found in the Tirkin Cliff Colony, an area we haven't been to yet. And while I'm on the way, I might as well grab some vegetables for the tawny carrots I need. Alright, now we need to infiltrate the Tirkin Cliff Colony. It's just past all these Tirkin with their victor totems and stuff. And while we're infiltrating that, let's explain some blade affinity charts. I haven't done that yet, and I promised to go into more detail about them a while ago. Mithra has Foresight. It increases the party's evasion and hit rate by 30% at level 1, 50% at level 5, when she's at max affinity with Adam. That's a very good ability, possibly her best one. Her second ability is Lightspeed Flourish. Whenever she scores a critical hit, he restores recharge to her arms, or specials if she uses special. So, if I use Ray of Punishment and it gets critical, then I'll restore 10% of Ray of Punishment's recharge immediately at level 1 and 60% at level 5. And her third ability is Glint. Glint increases her critical hit rate. It is very good with Lightspeed Flurry, as you can imagine, and her critical hit rate is just high just by having her weapon. The Aegis Sword is very good at getting criticals. Alright, let's head further into the Cliff Colony, and I want to explain Mithra's specials now. Actually, I'll start with Adam, so...
I won't enjoy this.
And then I'll switch to Mithra. Let's see if I can hit with some specials. Mithra's level 2 special is Chromatus. It increases the damage dealt at low health, 30% health or lower, size. It's also got pretty good AoE, almost as good as Lightning Buster does in the main game. Mithra's level 3 special is Terminal Flash. It increases critical damage. But what's special about it is it's actually got the same animation as Pyra's level 3 special in the main game. He just gave that art to Pyra and he put fire effects on it. It's kinda neat. Well, let's keep fighting our way through these Tyrken. As for Minoth's abilities, his first ability increases your damage every time you do a cancel properly. So whenever you get that blue ring around you, he increases your damage by 5% at level 1 and 10% at level 5. And that maxes out at 250%. And now we've made it to the bottom level of the Cliff Colony, and there's 2 Penicillin here. So we've just got to fight our way through all of these Tyrken. It'll take some time, but we should be fine. Tyrken aren't particularly tough. Just as long as my enemies don't decide to fight the one guy farthest away from me. Anyway, Minoth's second skill is Medium. It increases, it decreases how much aggro he gets. By 20% at level 1 and 40% at level 5. It's a very good skill. You don't want aggro on Adam's team ever, so lowering the aggro you gain, especially since he increases your damage by so much with his first skill, is very strong. His final skill, Limpo, increases the amount of damage you deal to boss enemies and unique monsters by 60% at level 1 and 100% at level 5. Also a very good skill, but it doesn't always help you. There are a lot of times where you'll be fighting unique monsters and bosses, but not right now. Although there is a unique monster that I want to fight very soon. In fact, in this episode. While we're grabbing this Penicillin, there's a bunch of green barrels around.
Ah, my favorite part.
Make sure you grab those. And now we can grab the Penicillin.
What do we got here?
We need 3 flowers, I think, of Penicillin, so we need to find one more, and you can see it over there. And there's the enemy, the unique monster I was talking about, Scowling Quincy. And he's guarded by 2 Sortis Rugals. So I'm going to try and lure the Sortis Rugals without aggroing Quincy before I actually get to fighting Quincy. I think that'll give me my best chance. Oh yeah! Minoth's talent art, Dulio, doubles his next art's damage, but increases his aggro by 3 times. You can also cancel arts into this, so you can just keep using Dulio and then using arts to increase damage from Santo as well, so you can get a lot of bonus damage from that art. And you might think that increasing aggro by triple is a really, really bad idea. Why would you think of doing that? That sounds like it sucks. No, actually, that's an excellent ability. Because of Hugo's Imperial Tether.
Witness my irresistible force.
Slow and steady.
Imperial Tether makes it so that Hugo can just, whenever the other party members get aggro, he can just take the aggro back for 15 seconds at the cost of like 5% of his HP. It's so good. And Minoth just, he would not be a great blade if not for that skill, but Imperial Tether makes Minoth just incredible. It's almost impossible to take aggro off of Hugo because of his Imperial Tether ability. You can just crush everything with it, really. Now let's fight Scowling Quincy, and I hope I can do this. Somebody resisted my brain. I've got a break on Minoth, so maybe I'll take that. Nah. Dulio, please. Please, Dulio. There's Dulio. Gancho, Dulio. Stigo. Yin's dead. Oh, I'm dead.
You're wide open. Fight left in you,
Thanks, It looks like I'm on dinner duty.
Oh, hey, I got him.
Does
Where
anyone have any requests?
Is he?
Mate!
Did he fall off the
Understood.
cliff?
This
Let
takes
me
me
consider
back.
our options.
I actually had a
Don't mind
failed
now.
recording of this where that guy took me like 7 times, so I am absolutely fine with him falling off the cliff, even though it doesn't let
just
me
like that,
grab
all the
his
nightmares wash away.
rewards.
How far do you think we'll get today?
But, well, with that done, we can head back to the militia camp and give him our things. I say, is that the penicillin in your pocket, or... Oh, it is? Well, color me impressed. You brought it all back. And not so much as a scratch on any of you. Exceptional work, anyway. I really wish those militia louts would to learn something from you all. It'd make my life easier, at least. Ah, but perhaps I shouldn't be comparing simple foot soldiers with great heroes of your kind. In any case, I thank you for your help. This should keep us going for a while.
Why, thanks.
The medicine you brought us has saved numerous lives already. My thanks. I knew you were a man of the people king, huh? I mean, Prince Adam. Wink. Wait, I forgot to read his text. I probably read it in post. You can now collect penicillin whenever you like. Why would you want to do that, you might wonder? Well, because...
I'm glad to have been of service.
he gives you the Resurrection Perfume recipe as a reward, and Resurrection Perfume requires 3 penicillin to make. So, I'm just gonna head back down to the Cliff Colony and grab 3 of that, so I might make it later.
This takes me back. This takes me back.
That's 2 of them.
And here I
Since I've beaten Quincy, I
This
don't need
takes
to
me
worry
back.
about him when collecting this fragrant flower anymore.
Someone needs to
Ah, you bastards are still gonna attack me, though. Oh, hey! I must have completed Roly-Poly's quest, too. Oh, Roly-Poly knew he not wrong about friends. Knew would hit nail on head. Congratulations on completing test with flying marks. Roly-Poly not need to see battle by own self to recognize look of triumph on friends' faces. I'm just that good. As reward for passing trial, Roly-Poly give friends advice about info about driver combo straight from Nopon's mouth. Did your friends know that some monsters have tendency to inflict topple on monsters' own selves? Yes, we did, although I don't think we've seen that yet. No, the Reeks can do it. We saw them when we were on the road towards where we met Minoth. This is reaction to monsters using own big moves. Cannot dissipate force, and so end up flat on ground. But lucky for drivers, that's perfect time to butt in with launch and smash. Fighting is all about using openings. Well, roly-poly have to admit, friends really blast test out of water. Is sure sign of growth as drivers. But final call have to be made after consult with Blade of Roly-poly. Roly-poly for sure friends lack for nothing. Alrighty then. Should be all prepped soon, so come back and in and can talk business. And that'll complete further driver coaching.
How about next time you help yourselves?
He gives us spike pauldrons to increase our smash damage. Pretty useful, but not the most useful. Put them on Adam if you like. He's the best smasher because of Mithra. But there's better. You can increase the length of topple, you can increase the length of break. I'd rather do that. But next I want to talk to Vez, Adam's retainer. Ah, Lord Adam. Hello, Vez. All's well, I trust? I have a minor point to report. Here it comes. I have dropped the vault key. What? Oh, boy. That is a predicament. Just a predicament? It's a vault. Surely it's got things that one might want to access sometime. Yes, ma'am. It is a storage location for all the Origo family owns, from ancient treasures through to tableware, ma'am. Wait, everything they own is in there? Master Adam, this sounds bad. We have to find it. The key, I mean. Straight away. How kind of you. Are you really that worried about my possessions? I know I've been poor before, so I know what it feels like to have nothing. And it feels bad. And considering the vault contains priceless artifacts, it would be terrible if some villain were to find the key first. Ah, no worries on that. No worries on that count, ma'am. I dropped it in a Grafton Ferris den somewhere out on Rackham Moor. So no need to worry about anyone picking it up. I may be incompetent, but I'm not that incompetent. No, I think the dropping part proves the incompetence. The rest is just icing, and why were you even there? You can pick up medicinal herbs there. They helped my gran, so I got all caught up in picking them, and out came the Ferris? Exactly, ma'am. What is the point of you, really? I mean, it's an important thing, the key, so I always carry it wherever I go, ma'am. Stop torturing the help, Mithra. We'll get the key, Vez, don't worry. Thank you for your honesty. I'm relieved you weren't hurt. Lord Adam, you're too kind. You heard him, Adam. Too kind for your own good. And we get the quest, What Matters
In
Most.
troubled times, we help each other.
So where we want to go is the opposite way. Hold up, what's
The
this?
suspense is
What are
killing me.
these? 2 aggro boost gems, good for Hugo's blades, and another slate piece. Anyway, we want to head to the opposite end of Rackham Moor. You can just barely see where we're trying to go when the flag isn't bloody in my way. So I'll just meet you there. And there it is, just east of Let Bridge. Now this is what I call a real predicament. It looks pretty vicious. Did the boy really enter its den? I'm impressed he left alive at all. Fez was born under a lucky star. The manor is full of anecdotes about things like this. He's a forthright man. He wouldn't lie about this. If he says he went in, I have no reason to disbelieve him. You seem awfully calm about this. What'll you do if we can't get the key back? Oh, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Anyway, the things that matter the most aren't inside the vault. Oh, really? I know where you're going with that, but I'm sure there are plenty of things in there that do matter a bit. And I'm not letting you lose that. Thank you, Laura. Looks like it'll still be upset about it. Looks like it's still upset about our friend wandering into its den. We'll have to draw it away somehow. or defeat it where it stands. Those seem to be the only choices. Well, in that case... it's level 35, so defeating it here and now isn't going to be easy, but it is possible. And if you can't do it, it won't be long before you can because of how fast you can level up in this game. Drawing away with food is the option I'm going to choose, though. Say we did want to lure it away. What could we use? Someone could act as a decoy. Why are you looking at me like that? Let's maybe just use food. We could take down some herbs armus. Some should be gazing nearby. Ah, brilliant! They most likely form part of its diet anyway, so it won't look suspicious. You've got a good head on your shoulders. You know we're not mercenaries just because of our looks, right? Though I never thought this would be how we'd use the experience. Herbs armus, right? Fine, let's get this over with. Herbs armors are back on the opposite end of Rackamore again, so let's just head over there. Here's one of the herbs armors we need, and let's go over Hayes' affinity chart while we beat that.
Follow my lead. I've got high hopes for you, Laura.
I'm feeling confident in our
Her
victory.
first skill is Headwind, reduces the damage the party takes. Her second skill is Tailwind, to increase the damage the party deals by significantly more.
Complete.
Also, if you smash the herb's armors, you can get armor carcasses from that, because enemies drop items when you smash them. And her third skill is Summer Breeze, to increase the party's resistance debuff resistance.
Good work, Hayes.
They are good skills, but they're all support skills. The increased
please.
damage is
Can't you do
nice,
something about the Aegis's
but
reckless behavior?
increasing your defense
How about
doesn't
perhaps you go
help
with
a
her?
ton.
I'm sure she'd be better behaved then.
And neither does
anything
the
but that.
resistance to
I know
debuffs.
what you're
It's
thinking,
good,
but she tries.
but it's
in her
not
own
that
special way.
good.
Go easy on her.
I like it, but there are better things you can be doing, so I'd rather not. I'd rather use Gin almost all the time. She's mostly good for her smash art and her healing abilities. Right, let's put down the bait. Now, let's get the key while it's occupied. It's over there now if you still want to fight it. And just inside Behemoth's Roost, you can find the vault key.
Aren't we intrepid?
I know the drill.
As a side note, it's totally possible to sneak into Behemoth's Roost before beating the guy. You just have to hug this wall and you'll get through easily. However, the vault key won't spawn until you either beat it or lure it away with the Armu carcasses. Also, beating that Ferris will summon a unique monster in its place. So you will have to beat it eventually if you want to beat all the unique monsters, which I do want to do. But with all that done and said, and everything all polished up, ready, let's head back to the manor. Actually, before we go to the manor, I want to head this way, because there are some green barrels that I
You're
found
coming
between
with me,
episodes by
treasure.
accident. Good to find. Specials level 3 plus increases the damage dealt by your level
Suspense is
3
killing me.
specials. It's not
You're
the most
coming with
useful,
me,
but
treasure.
it's not bad. And specials level 2 does the same for level 2 specials. Oh, and a treasure trove.
Is killing me.
Oh, hey, Bridges lockpicking level 2. Now I can open more things.
I love to work out how things tick.
Well, with that done, let's just head up to the manor. Oh, it's the key. No mistaking it. Try not to drop it in any more dangerous, deadly places, right? Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Ah, about that, Fez. I think it's high time you took some time off. You don't have to take it that far. No, I think it's important, actually. I know that herb you've been picking. Clearbite cress. No? It's a remedy for diseases of the blood. Ah! You did say you were picking herbs for your grandmother. Clearbite cress is quite rare. I've heard that it's only used to treat the gravest of afflictions. Is that why you went to those lengths? You needn't worry about your duties. Just hurry home and tend to your grandmother. After all, nothing is as valuable as a good health and family. Lord Adam, you're too kind. So, that's the most valuable thing that's not found in vaults, eh? As long as you're alive, there is hope in all things. What could be more precious than that? As you say, Lord. Then I accept your punishment and thank you for it. Right, so if you need anything, I can just grab it from the vault, sir. Ah, indeed. Laura, is there anything you need? What? We've only come this far thanks to you. Speak and your wish shall be granted. You're kinda putting me on the spot here. How about a recipe for some royally delicious meal that's been handed down in your family? Laura, is that the best use of a wish? No, but I mean, I'm curious, okay? Hunger will get the better of anyone. Well, you heard the lady, Vez. Fetch us a recipe. And whatever else you think might be useful on an odd journey, I suppose? Yes, Lord. Straight away, Lord. Here you are, Lord. I picked things out the best as I could, Lord. And your kindness earlier. I'll never forget it, Lord. I'll teach my kids to honor it too, Lord. None in my lineage will ever forget the good turn you did us, Prince Adam, sir. Lady Laura, ma'am. Oh, we get 3 whole recipes for that quest. 4 whole recipes.
You have my thanks.
When I see my grandmother next, I plan on telling her all about you. Better yet, I think I shall write a book so the kids of tomorrow know your greatness. And that completes what matters most.
Give me a shout next time something happens.
Spinel chips. Those might be helpful. The movement heal is also is definitely not helpful. That is, in my opinion, the single worst Ox core in the game. This isn't weapon mod. Spinel chip. Nope. Amethyst chip is better. Oh, cobalt chip, huh? I think a Geon would like a cobalt. Oh, maybe. Yeah, I think Bridget would like a cobalt chip actually. And I've noticed I've got a lot of weapon points, which probably means I've got a lot of skill points too. So I might as well upgrade some arts and skills. I like Star Slash.
This power is for you.
And I also like
This power
Snow
is for you.
Blast. Wind of Healing.
I'll keep giving it my all.
And Swift Gale for more
I knew
healing.
the practice would pay off.
Lightning Buster
More
increases
power for
critical
me.
damage. Oh shoot, these are all level
No
1.
one is hurting my friends. This should be wild. This should be wild.
Wait, do I still have level 1 arts on? Oh my goodness, I do. Whoops. Let's upgrade Thin
This
Ice
power
then.
is for you.
Oh, I haven't upgraded Minoth at all. I can probably
I'll
upgrade
make
all
you
his level
even
1 arts to
prouder.
level 2.
Just you wait for it. I'll make you even prouder. This'll work better now. I'll make you even prouder. I'll make you even prouder. This'll work
Yep.
better now.
That's nice. I like Huracan because it's an evasion art.
I'll make you even prouder.
Castigo. Increased damage with high HP.
Just you wait for it.
I actually think I'll move this to the top of his arts list. And I might as well upgrade Goncho
Just
as well.
you wait for it.
Will-o'-the-Wisp.
Strength can't be earned through sheer force.
Crucible.
Strength can't be earned through sheer force.
Shadow Flare.
Strength can't be earned through sheer force.
And Heat Haze.
My flame burns ever brighter.
Let's just
It's
upgrade
what
these
I
level
get
1
for
arts.
keeping up my training. I grow ever more polished. It's what I get for keeping up my training.
Evasion
It's
art,
what I
always
get for
nice.
keeping up my training.
And that's all for blades. Let's look at drivers now. I've got all her arts at level 2, so I'll upgrade Hungry
Watch for this
Snake.
one later.
Let's just upgrade
The
your
culmination of years
things
of
to level
sovereignty.
2.
The culmination of years of sovereignty. With this power, the way is clear.
And upgrade shield
The
bash.
culmination of years of sovereignty.
All your arts are level 2, so upgrade
I can
Rising
keep on
Arc,
going,
and that's about
especially
it.
at this rate.
Where is... Ah! First Strike 2.
More to add to my repertoire. Excellent.
There's First Strike 3, which is the one I want next, so I'll grab Bulking Up.
Standing on the shoulders of titans.
Don't quite have enough for Initiative 2. Or Miles Ahead 2, so, I guess I'm not doing that yet. Ooh! Key for Affinity 3. On Minoth.
More growing to do? Oh boy.
Gin wants me to use meat items from the pouch category. And I've got one more Sweet Ferris Dumpling.
Meat, the ultimate comfort food.
In the kitchen or not, I'm your man.
Well, we just got a bunch of new recipes, so let's head to the camp and see if I can make any of them. Oh, I can make some rich platinum bonbons. That's not the new thing, but I might as well make it.
It came together nicely.
Total of self-interest. Oh, I need a bunch of machine parts, and I think those are from the gold things, so I can't make that quite yet. You've got a wing booster, might as well increase my running speed.
Finished.
I need a platinum shroom that's found in the Danog Desert for Brigid's Resurrection Perfume. Glossy Chamomile is also found in the Danog Desert. And I can't make anything here either. I need a bunch of gourmety ingredients, huh? There's one last thing I want to do while we're exploring Rackham Moor, and that's head this way. Oh, you piece
I
of
think
crap.
we've been spotted.
Well, if we're fighting random Ferris, I might as well explain Jin's affinity. His first skill is Full Resonance. It increases his damage and lowers his damage taken at max affinity. It's actually the exact same as one of Cosmos' skills. And since she's a powerful blade, and that's one of her most powerful skills, Jin is already looking good. His second skill is, Transmigration. Just leveled up, nice. It increases
is new.
his
These would
damage
make a
by
perfect base
30%
of
every time he
operations.
switches switches vanguards with Laura. And he actually doesn't forget how many times he's done this. If you switch to Haze and then back to Jin, he'll remember how many vanguard switches you've had with Laura. However, vanguard switches while Haze is on the field won't count to
Aren't we
that.
I'm
intrepid?
something of an expert.
It's a very good skill. And his final skill is Mind's Eye, which increases his critical damage.
This is becoming addictive.
Increased critical damage is very strong, very worth your time to level up. Oh,
I
piece
think
of
we've been
crap.
spotted.
But Jin is an excellent blade. It's pretty hard to think of any reasons to use Haze since Jin is just so good. Like the question, why would I use
Think you can keep up,
Haze
Laura?
According to the
over
locals,
Jin
the
really
hunters
doesn't
come
have a
out
lot
at
of
night.
answers.
You mean
The
ghosts?
suspense is killing
Jin is
me.
just that good. It's hard
I
to
too will
think
let
of
none oppose
Haze
us, whether they hail from this
as
world or
anything
the
but
next.
just a
Actually, I
worse
was talking
option
about
on
tough
Laura.
enemies. Sorry to disappoint.
I'm gonna have to get you out of my way.
I think we've been...
Enemy
With
down.
each day.
That was just a warning.
We should come up with some
We're
sort
doing
of team
great.
attack. What do you say?
Why not? Just give me the cue.
With all my might.
In the awesome Magnum, I've hardly mentioned the area we've been exploring. There's a withered tree over here that I want to cross. I'm actually trying to find a secret area right now, and, gosh dang thing. I do actually need to fight these things, though. Bridget wants to kill them for her affinity charge.
I shall contend.
Anyway, over here, past those vangs, we've got a small waterfall. I want to command
Serve
water.
my will.
That'll raise the water level in this whole area. And that'll let us get to this geyser.
Water.
And I
Serve
need level
my
3
will.
command water.
Despair not. Onward.
That's going to be a while, isn't it?
Think of the possibilities.
This is
Yeah, that'll be some time. I don't even have enough trusts to unlock that,
They've
much
spotted us.
less everything else. Here's the critical thing.
Flame combo. Third stage. Change course.
open wide.
Oh yeah, also Bridget needs those Dormine Brogs for her affinity chart, so go ahead and fight them if you feel like you can beat them. They're tough opponents. Hayes wants to fight Parole Tierkins. These should be the last tawny carrots I need. Now I just need nest extract. Mithra wants to fight Ribage Grady, so I think I'll... Right. Come on. Get over here. So I think I'll do that. Hayes wants to fight Roblecrabble. Well, I've got all the next extract I need, so I'll just meet you back at Mungo. And let's talk to Mungo. Hello there, Mungo. Prince Adam, and your companions by your side. If I may boldly guess, were you so kind as to come here in order to obtain some desert traversing preparation? Bang on the mark. Here's enough tawny carrots and nest extract for several people's share of remedies. Oh, very good. It never hurts to be well provisioned. You've no idea how touched I am. This gladdens not only my heart, but those of the Resistance and the people of Aladdin. Huh? Looks like you've finally found it within you to bear the burdens of Torna, Your Majesty. You're wonderful. Sorry, Mungo, I'm not sure I follow you. To think this day would finally come. The long years I've spent waiting for Your Majesty to ascend the throne. Adam, you aren't thinking of doing anything like that, are you? No, the thought never even crossed my mind. Where's all this coming from, Mungo? Yes, His Majesty the King has a kind heart, no doubt. A little too kind at times to do what he must. I feel that many of his subjects long for decisive and resolute leadership, such as the Prince could offer. Prince Adam, if only I could lay claim to such irresistible charisma. Your Imperial Majesty, what a thing to say! Prince Adam possesses virtue, but I humbly assert that Your Majesty has at least an equal portion. I concur with Aegeon, Your Majesty. I really think you're making too much of this charisma of mine. Anyway, I could never usurp a lawful ruler of bloodline. I want to go to the royal capital, but only to protect Torna, not to take it over. Really? Well, that's a terrible shame if you ask me, Your Majesty. I didn't know if you were serious or not there, Mungo. But either way, that kind of talk is unwise, to say the least. Prince Zedar is notoriously insecure. If he heard something like that, things could get pretty interesting. Interesting? It's alright for some. Ha! Anything's interesting when you can just sit back and watch from the sidelines. Well, I was certainly moved by your declaration of loyalty, Your Majesty. I promise to be a little more discreet about my hopes for you to ascend the throne from now on. Then you can stop addressing me as your majesty. Well then, my good apothecary, for how much can we acquire your fine desert medicine? Ah, yes, the purpose of your visit. Forgive me, I got a little sidetracked there. I'll just take the ingredients and combine them, post-haste. There we are, desert medicine for 5. And we get 5 desert medicine. Thank you, Mungo. Alright then, now at last we can finally cross that bridge and make for the capital. I'll pray for the safe return of your journey, Majesty. And with that done...
I'm glad it all worked out.
Next time on Torna, the Golden Country, we'll be crossing into Donar Desert. See you guys then.